So the story with Bud Light continues to get worse and worse. We recently just saw how they put out a new ad and it got absolutely annihilated and ratioed to death on YouTube and Twitter. They had all the comments turned off on YouTube. The downvotes versus the upvotes were astronomical. I mean, people, again, are not forgetting anytime soon about what Bud Light decided to sponsor when they signed up Dylan Mulvaney to push their product. And during that time, when I was talking about this, I even said, do you remember the good old days when you had the Bud Light night that showed up and the King and it was Dilly Dilly and it was all fun and it was just a good time. Everyone laughed. It appealed to pretty much everybody, especially at that time. Game of Thrones was a massive hit. Well, it seems as if that's what they're deciding to go back to, because this just came out today where the Bud Light night tweeted, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. And this GIF was playing as he tweeted it. Now, one of my subscribers and members of the channel brought this to my attention, Night Ronin, shout out to you. And I thought this was a joke. I thought that, well, it's not like an official account. Maybe this is just a parody or something, right? I didn't think it was real. But then Bud Light itself retweeted it. And on both of these accounts, the Bud Night account and the Bud Light account, what you expect exactly happened. It is getting destroyed as always. Give it up. You guys are toast. If you remember back in the day when Game of Thrones was a big deal, they killed off the Bud Light night. They killed him by I think it was the mountain is what killed it. And this is the picture from that commercial. So, which is just perfect that they could use for this, because it doesn't matter what they decide to do. They can go back as far as they want. They can pull up old ads from back in the day to try to quote unquote reminisce. They can pull out the Clydesdale horses for all it matters. Nobody is going to forget what happened. All this is just nostalgia bait to try to get you to return anyway. Looking at some of these responses, it's insane. I mean, I can't even say half of these things. Like Benny Johnson here for the ratio. Is the armor tuck friendly? Shout out to Culture Casino, like a reverse cod piece. I mean, people are destroying this stuff. I can't even look at some of the hidden replies and show you on here because I'll get banned off YouTube. Some of them are just that bad. Going to Bud Light's official account, guess who's back? They've been retweeting more, and I guess they decided, well, we have to do something. We can't just sit here with our hands behind our back and wait it out. We're going to have to just try to push forward and push through all this controversy. That's not going to work because we're technically still in Pride Month. And if you're not aware, they're still promoting this type of nonsense. So this just happened over the weekend. Bud Light sponsored a Toronto Pride event that included naked men in front of children. Now, I obviously cannot show any of that stuff. I don't even want to look at it nor show you to begin with, but you could look it up. There's images there online. This type of degeneracy is what we're talking about. So they can pretend all they want. They can sit here and try to reminisce and pull on your nostalgia heartstrings about the good old days from back then, but it doesn't matter because they are still going to push this nonsense. It says here, quote, the company's website features an entire page promoting this event and states, quote, Bud Light Canada has been a proud partner of Pride Toronto for the last 10 years. This year, we're commemorating this milestone with Pride Toronto by featuring them on our can design, as well as continuing as the official beer sponsor of the festival. As a brand, Bud Light Canada is excited to once again celebrate and support the LGBTQIA2SQ plus negative, it keeps growing and growing, community through Pride Toronto's annual Pride celebration and parade. Another video from the event shows a group of naked men right in front of at least one young child. We've seen companies in the past sponsor certain people or certain events, and they do something at that event that is against their code of conduct, and they'll pull their advertising, right? They've done that. It's like, oh, we made a mistake. Sorry, we're not going to support this. This is outrageous. They're not doing it. They're doubling down, if anything. But then at the same time, they're going to pull out the old Bud Light night to try to bring back the consumers that they lost. And you cannot do both. You can't play both sides of this fence. It's not going to work. Bud Light's dead. It's gone. It's not coming back, and there's just no fixing this. So let me know what you guys think about this below. I always love to hear your thoughts. If you liked the video, hit the like button. And until next time, take care.